Hello, my name is Inferno3232. I've got today my Battling Boxer deck profile. Sorry. So essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through it and show you what I want to change and what I want to add and take away. So first of all, I got 3 Battling Boxer Glass Straws. Now, Battling Boxer Glass Straw is a great card. It's great because it's its own effect. It can add a card from my graveyard to my hand. It's a really good card. It doesn't get affected by stuff like Necro Valley because it's an effect, which means that it's always really good. And it's also just a great 2000 beta if you have it, but its own effect sends it to the graveyard. So if it's targeted, so it's a bit. I got 3 Battling Boxer Switches. Switches is a great card with comboing with Glass Jaw. There's not a lot of people know this, but using Battlin Boxer Lead Yoke's effect, if you detach Bitchster, then detach Glass Jaw, Glass Jaw's effect actually activates because it's a cost. So it goes to the graveyard, and it's sent there. It becomes becomes a monster. Then it can actually add a Battlin Boxer to your hand. So then you can add Switchster to your hand. And then next turn, just normal summon Switchster, special summon Glass Jaw, and go into Lead Yoke again. It's quite a good combination. I got 3 Headgeared. Now, not a lot of people play 3 of this, I've seen. I mean, not everyone. But I like it because it's just a great, easy Battling Boxer Foolish Burial. There's no issues with it. You just normal summon it. And if they say like Fet Veiler or something like that, it's not a huge issue. It can't be destroyed by battle once per turn, so, and plus you can just easily use a spell card, which I'll talk about later, and just get something out of the graveyard and blah blah blah. It's usually, you don't really get a dead hand very often with this. I got 3 Battlin Boxer Spirals, great card. If you get it first turn, you can just special summon it out of your hand when you control Battling Boxer. But you can't conduct your battle phase, so if it's first turn, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to conduct your battle phase anyway. And you can just quickly go up to Lead Yoke to protect yourself. I play double Counterpunch. Some people play 3, but I'm not really liking 3 if I get it in my hand too many times. It's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but if I get it in my hand too much, it's bad. But I can use it in combination with Blaster. So essentially what I do is I use Blaster's effect to discard Counterpunch and Blaster to the graveyard to destroy a card. Then if I want to attack using Lead Yoke, I can then just banish Counterpunch from the graveyard. It's a great combo. I use the Kage Tokage machine, like engine, to try and get cards that aren't Battling Boxes. I'm kind of moving between this and Photon. I think it's Crusher, but I'm not entirely sure about that just yet. So yeah, then I play 1 Blaster. Such a good card. Basically everything's fire apart from Kage. It literally, like I said, with Counterpunch is a great combination. You can discard it and Counterpunch to destroy a monster, and then use Counterpunch's effect on Lead Yoke to increase its attack. So like he's at 3,800, you just do that, 4,800 damage right there, and you got rid of that monster with an easy effect. And then you can just special summon Blaster next turn. I'll play 1 Blue Flame Swordsman. I saw this on a video and I just thought it's actually quite a good card to add into your deck. It's quite smart because you can increase Lead Yoke's effect, and then if he's destroyed, I can then add a. It actually specifically says a Fire Warrior type monster, which is great because everything's a Fire Warrior type monster in this deck. So that's it for Kage and Blaster. So that's my monsters. Keep those there. Now my spells. 1 off, Dark Hole. I play 1 Dark Hole. I'm thinking about replacing Book of Moon. It's a good card and it's a great staple, but it's just not working too well in this deck. For me, just flipping something face down is great, but a lot of the effects that I want to use require them to be face up, so I might replace that with something I'm going to talk about later. I play 1 Warrior Return Alive, easy staple for warriors, and warrior reinforcement of the army. Rota, such a good card. Just quickly get a level 4 warrior type monster out your deck, which is basically everything apart from Kage and Blaster. 1 of Foolish Burial, such a good card. Use it in combination with Glassjaw, you got yourself a good card. Battlin Books of Spirits. I just got a hold of these, they're so good. It's just like, yeah, I can just mill one off the top of your deck, and if you're lucky enough to get Glassjaw, you've just, you know, I mean, one point I actually got Counterpunch in the mill, and then I just special summoned up to Lee Joke, and then attacked and used banished Counterpunch. So good. Double MST. The third MST is in my sideboard, but I just feel like it can become too cloggy. I know it sounds stupid, but it can become too much in your hand, so you just really don't need it. Double Duality. I mean, I do a lot of special summoning, and there's not a lot of times where I can't. But if I can't, this is there for that. I play Forbidden Lance and Forbidden Dress. I'm replacing Forbidden Dress with another Forbidden Lance. Just because it's alright, but I just put it in there because I don't have a second Lance. And that's that. Now for traps, I'll pick those up first. My deck. Now for traps, I play 1 Dimension Prison. I want to bump it up to 2, but I'm not sure what to take out just yet. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulse. I mean, these are really staple cards. I mean, you can't really, I don't need to explain them really too much. So morning, this helps so much because there are a lot of cards now that like their effects stop them from being destroyed by card effects. But this just negates the summon, so they don't summon themselves in the first place, so their effects just don't work. Fiendish, and then double Fiendish Chain. I'm thinking about bumping it up to 3, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. I've been trying to test it, but it's difficult. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that just yet. So, as for the extra deck, I play 1 Gemlight Pearl. I mean, it's Gemlight Pearl, it's just a beta. King of the Pharaoh Imps. I play this because it can easily search out Kage Tokage, because it just searches for a reptile type monster, and that's what Kage Tokage is. It's really good at doing that, and plus it's 2,300 attack, so if I ever need to, I can just execute something into it. 1 Blade Armor Ninja, pretty standard, detach, attack twice. Photon Pupil Operative. Darren Dire Wolf, pretty good. Number 50, Black Ship of Corn. I mean, I can't really explain. This card is just so good. I mean, if the monster's less attack than it, detach, send it to the graveyard. Inflict 1,000 damage. Doesn't destroy. So good. Number 101. 101. I can't express how much good this card is. It's just stupidly good. Like, I have a friend who plays Nordics. He plays Odin. So to get over that, I would have to either do like some shenanigans like Compulse or something, or Mirror Force, but this is so good. You just execute something into it, detach 2, take it as a material, and then it's gone. It's just funny. 3 Battlin Box Elite Joke. I mean, it's just a standard. You can't. I play it. You can't really, go can't really say any less because it's just, you just get it out so much. And if you want, I mean, you can use like compulse and stuff to put it back into your deck if you ever gets to a point where you're going to lose it and you don't have any more. You just compulse it back to your extra deck, and then yeah, and you've got it again. I played one Battlin box of Star Sisters. I'm thinking about putting in rank ups, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. And finally, one number 32 Shark Drake. I know a lot of people play this, it's 3 level 4s, but it's actually quite good. If it attacks and destroys one of your monsters and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach and then take control of that monster, but it loses 1,000 attack. It's good because then if you can get control of their monsters, they don't have it in their graveyard like a lot of Boojins and stuff. I hate Boojins. I played against them on Sunday and didn't do too well against them, but I played my Ghost Trick deck. And yeah, that's my deck. I really like it. I think it's good. I'm thinking of putting Masked Comedian in instead of Kage, and possibly putting in Mirror Forces and Dimensional Prisons and something else. I can't remember. I might put in a third Fiendish Chain. I don't know. They're all really good cards. I don't know what to get rid of, so thank you for listening to my deck profile. If you like it, could you like it, and then comment on what you think I should change or add or take away. The extra deck, by the way, isn't quite finished. I've got Gaga Cowboy coming, and then I've also going to add some more. I don't know quite what yet. I think I might add My Stroke and something else. Possibly Heroic Champion Excalibur if I can get hold of it. But as for now, this is just what it is. Thank you for listening. Yeah, if you'd like to subscribe, please do. Okay, bye.